Good afternoon. My name is Devon, and this is my Technobiography. Now, as we'll recall, a technobiography is a narrative of the development of your life, in particular to education in this case, told through the development of the technologies you used over time. Now, my perspective on this is a little different from some of my classmates, most of whom would be classified as Gen Z, I believe the term is. I was born, on the other hand, in the summer of 93, which would put me within the last 2 years of the generation we now call millennial. So for me, rather than technology, particularly the technology of the internet age, being something we've just been raised amongst, instead, it's something that sort of came home for me one day. For most of my early childhood, outside of the TV mom and dad would let us watch for limited amounts of time, um, even once I moved down here to America, their technology had its sort of limitations to how I would use it in school. There was the Oregon Trail on the little on the little boxy Mac computers in the library that occasionally, as a reward, teachers would let us use. But beyond that, there wasn't much of a presence of it in elementary and early middle school. As far as personal life goes, like I said, I did watch TV, and when I turned 11, I believe at the time, my parents got me my first game system, the Nintendo Game Boy, one of the second or third iterations of it. Had been envious of my neighbors who had one for years and years. And I managed to finally annoy my parents into giving it to me one birthday. Technology didn't really start entering into my educational life until late middle school, early high school. Then we started doing things like learning how to operate programs like Word, Microsoft Word, occasionally Microsoft Excel, though that came up a little less, especially considering that even early on I had demonstrated a greater proficiency with liberal art material rather than, scientific and mathematic material. But I did at least learn a solid grasp of those two programs. Um, Beyond that, in truth, there is limited interaction. I learned to use the library's research systems the second I got into college. I had a chance to say, all pompously, "Oh, yes, I spent the weekend in the library doing some very important research for a paper I'm writing. I'm really very excited about it." Was, well, for a liberal arts boy, who could resist? So once I came to this class of canvas, of technobiographies, of chat GPTs, of entering this era of AI, I admit I'm caught flat-footed. But the history of humanity is in part a history of our development and our ability to change as the environment requires it. And like it or not, this is the internet age. This is the age of AI, of social media, and of the way the world twists around it. So I am appreciative to this class for for my now enhanced ability to handle these matters. Once again, this has been Devon Snow. Thank you for your time.